Black Cat's here. Bob, you have a pool or not? I can't keep up. Hi, Kev. Bob, how is your pool? Borger wants to know too.
It's not fully in.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I thought they were putting water in yesterday.
I was joking. I was making people sweat.
It's not fully in?
No.
How close is it?
It's close. It's just gotta they gotta put the bottom, the lining, and
all it needs is the bottom and the sides.
Yeah, it's got the side. It's already just around. Yeah, it's basically it 3 days.
So Borger won again, huh?
Yeah, that fucking guy's a lucky sucker, isn't he? Huh? Everything seems to go his way, doesn't it, Mister? I own fucking horses. I'm gonna fucking go there and steal the fucking horse cum and fucking sell it on the fucking.
Oh, that's a good idea. Bob, you paying Chad was just flat out stupid, but I
don't want to hear anything from anybody. That's
okay, but you should have waited for Florentine to ask you for the money because there's no way he would. I mean, he won't answer. He won't do the show because he's got allegiance to Chad. But
everything's good.
So the pool guy's going to pay you.
Keep his fucking allegiance to Chad. He can keep it.
That'd be like the Legion of Skanks and the Allegiance to Chad. That'd be a new network. How's your network? Oh, I can't even ask.
It's good.
Anyway,
no, but for someone to believe Chad over me about how this all started, to me is a big fuck you, and it's a fuck you to you. So suck.
It's not. Dick. Hey, it's not your fault that he's more trustworthy than you, Bob. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, who are you talking to? Who you talking
about?
To?
Jim. For him to say, "Oh, we didn't start anything with the fucking guy. Nobody did."
Jim Florentine said that.
Oh yeah, there we go. In a text a while ago. I said, oh, you just fucking, reward him with a gig after he fucking does what he does. It's okay. It's okay. I'll deal with everybody.
Wait, so Florentine really said he's standing with Chad?
We're not innocent. I'm not innocent. And my wife's not innocent. So basically he says it's okay. So good.
Whoa.
We'll talk about it.
Right now or later?
We'll talk about it one day. We'll talk about it one day.
When me and you, or you and Florentine?
Not you, me and Florentine. When I see him.
Wow. It's yeah.
On site, God, you got mean. You cut off the sleeves on your shirt and just got mean, Bob.
I didn't get fucking mean.
Yeah. When Bob doesn't get his pool on time, he gets mean. We all know that.
I'm fine, but for reasons for him to send him money when the bet was Pat, he told me to pay Pat. Chad said it in a video for me to pay Pat. Okay, that's it. Bottom line, whatever he wants to believe, let him believe is fucking bullshit from him. People, podcasts don't. It's not a guarantee you're going to make money, no matter who you are.
Really, Bob?
No, because fucking you have to be good for people to want to give you money and fucking join and that shit. You have to be.
So there's a billion podcasts. I think German Condor is kidding.
No, I'm just saying that any kind of podcast, you just can't think you're going to make money. You can't. It doesn't work that way. People have.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You should tell Shuli that.
We're very well.
I'll be fine without it. Bob, how's your pool? Speaking of keep shit alive,
it's gonna be coming.
Well, are you gonna pay Florentine? Are you gonna pay Borgenson?
Yeah,
you paid him.
I paid Florentine. I paid Chad the 200. I'm sending Dixon 800 right now. She's doing, and I need Borgo stuff.
Wait, how much did you pay Florentine?
1,000.
You paid him 1,000. You paid him.
Yeah.
Did he ask for it?
I said, send me your link. And he gave Chad 800 of it.
He did? Yeah. How do you know?
Because he texted me and said that he did because I shouldn't have paid Pat, which fucking Chad said to pay Pat in a video. He said, give me pay Pat 800 and send me 200. It was clear as day in a video.
He said it to you, or he said it to general public.
It was a clip. Yeah, it was on his show, and it was a clip. I seen it.
Oh, so he said, "Pay Pat." You gave Pat 800.
Right now, it's going over. Yes, and then Chad got 200 last night.
And then Florentine, you gave Florentine 1,000, and he gave Chad 800.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are really. This is some really convoluted shit. So,
No kidding.
Chad must be fucking broke. So he said, Florentine said that you shouldn't have given Pat 800.
But it was in a video. If he wants to believe what he believes, let him believe what he wants.
Who?
To believe. Florentine. The guy he had a video out of me saying to pay Pat 800 out of him and send me 200. So what? Wouldn't you do that? That's what he said. He wanted it that way.
Where did he say this?
He said it on his show, and somebody clipped it, and I seen it clear as day.
I'll say it's fake. This is he was talking about the pool, or he's talking about anybody.
He was talking about he had a bet with Pat, and he's like, just pay Pat once the pool isn't ready. Pay Pat 800, send me 200.
All right.
It was in a video.
All right. KB going to Tiff Saturday. I told him we need 20 racks of ribs for us both and coleslaw to go. Are you talking about Barry Ribs?
No.
That's Barry Ribs' favorite clubs because he can take 2 trains there. It takes 2 trains to get there, and he couldn't be happier because then he acts like he has a shitty roommate, that Barry Ribs. Maybe he does have a roommate that he doesn't want to talk about, like Chad.
Maybe.
So maybe Barry Ribs.
Go home.
No, but maybe because I know when I had roommates, I didn't want to go home a lot of times, but I never knew a guy who lived by himself that didn't want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Bob, Chad wouldn't have paid. But
it's all right. Everything's done, and get on.
So you feel good about that? You feel good about the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm not upset.
So you didn't have the Florentine wasn't even paying attention. Why'd you pay him? I still don't know why you paid him if he wasn't asking for it.
Because we had a bet.
Yeah, but does he know you don't have a pool?
Well, I said send me your thing.
Yeah, but he don't even know. He don't even watch. He don't even watch the show.
Yeah, he does. He watches the show, but he'll listen.
I call him during the show. He never picks up.
Well, there you go.
There you go. What? He don't watch the show. Wait till he
watch the show. He's not going to pick up for you. He'll pick up for Chad, but he won't pick up for you or me.
Oh, wow. That hurts my feelings. That means I can't be on All That Rocks YouTube channel?
I don't think so.
Everything That Rocks. Hey, that would have been cool 40 years ago when rock was cool. Hey, we got the guy from Poison on. Hey, that would have been great in 1989. Huh. Everything That Rocks.
Everything. Hey, Corey.
What up, Bob?
Who's echoing? Me?
We're all echoing.
No, I think
you got something open.
Hold on.
Maybe. Let me check.
Hold on.
Does nobody know how to work their fucking thing?
I fixed it.
On my end.
I think your echo cancellation was off.
We're good.
Let's do an echo. Let's do an echo the whole show.
I'm down.
That'd be like trippy. Everybody take acid, and then we all echo. Corey, what's your take on Melton shitting on you?
I mean, that's what he does, right? It's fine.
Well, I wasn't really paying attention when he was talking the other day, but what's
nobody ever pays attention when he talks. There is no beef. He wants me to hate him as much as he hates me, and it's just not happening.
Why does he hate you?
Why does he hate you? Yeah.
I don't know. Why does he hate anybody?
But why does he hate you? Like, you come from, like, you're not in that circle of shit, you know?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I'm not sure. I actually don't think he hates me. He just likes to shit on stuff. So it's like, all right, fine. And then I don't give him the ammunition he wants to shit back. So then he doesn't know what to do. He just keeps shitting. It's fine. Is your pool done, Bob?
Almost.
Bob, wait. Did the guy ever say it was going to be done by June 1st?
By Memorial Day, yes. He did.
That was a guarantee. Is he going to pay? Is he paying you money for the bets? Because you must have told him you had bets on this, right? And he said he'll take care of it. So he's giving you money.
I'll be taking care of stuff after with them. I will. There's no doubt.
What, you gonna have somebody whacked?
Over a pool?
Over losing a bunch of money to a pool.
Listen, it'll be taken care of when the time comes. It's fine.
Wow, I'm scared. I'm scared for your diggers, as they call them.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm still snipe streaming because I have nothing on my own. Listen. I can't even. I don't even.
How many stream snipes are you on right now? Do you think?
I don't know.
How many other channels do you think your show is on right now?
A lot of vegetables doing it, and
a lot of puppets, a lot of vegetables.
I think the corn guy is snipe streaming the potato. That's how fucking insipid it is.
So the puppet is snipe streaming the potato, snipe streaming the corn?
I guess Chad tweeted today, struck my YouTube channel, costing me thousands. My backup channel was suspended for 12 hours. My Twitter is suspended for 6 days. Gave me a Patreon strike, but I'm back today at 2:30. I will not be silenced. Please spread the word. Then some guy chimes in, you're trying to get another man's wife fired because he was mean to you, Chad. And then Chad goes, you're so stupid. Just because I say something doesn't mean I'm going to do it. You're just dumb. You run with it just like Kevin does without facts or discovery of any kind. I talk shit on Twitter, and that's where it stops. I don't go on any strike channel. It's like, this guy's so stupid. So is that fake too? That when you're saying that you're stupid? Is that he acts like whenever it's convenient, he's just shooting the shit on Twitter. You know, it's like, I don't mean anything. Then why are you saying it? And then why are you saying that you're not saying it? Because does that discount what you said before? He's a fucking idiot. Chad, what happened Saturday night? People asking me for receipts for yesterday, that Janet Jacob cunt. Chad, what happened Saturday night? What happened Saturday night? Have Chad Prather call into my show or text the guy that he's friends with, that I'm friends with. Let me know what happened Saturday night. Was that just you talking shit on Twitter? I didn't hear anything about it. I saw a tweet where you said you're going to be there. All right, going back into hiding for the weekend. I'll be at Wesley Chapel Friday and Saturday, four shows. That was 6 days ago. And now there's what happened? What happened? So people are like, no, you need receipts for what you're saying about Chad. Where's the bike accident fucking receipt for that? Where's the hospital? Where's the hospital brace wristband? Where's you're getting paid for? Where's somebody calling in? Have BT call in and tell me that you did this.
Come on,
late show
you can't
Saturday.
Just doubt him. When has he ever faked a medical incident?
You're so stupid. Just because I say something doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. I know what I said. It's not true. You're just dumb. Anybody that calls out, oh right, the day before, he's like, I'm gonna get Kevin's wife fired. I love to see Chad try to get somebody fired. Hey, some guy struck my channel. Can you fire his wife? Oh, sure thing, sir. Thanks for calling.
I know what I said, but it's not true.
Wait, so we should fire someone's wife because you have a beef with him, even though basically no one did anything to you? You violate every principle, every fucking internet principle. That's why your Twitter gets taken down, your YouTube gets down, soon to be your Patreon. But I'm going to get this guy's wife fired. Everyone's just waiting for the phone call from Chad Zumock. Can you fire this guy's wife? They're like, sure. What else should we do? Should we build you a pool by Memorial Day? should monkeys fly out of my ass? I mean, he's such a loser. And then he'll go, I was just fooling around. You mean like when you put a Steel Toes picture on Twitter? You were fooling around then too? No, it wasn't even his real house. I was just goofing. Me too. I'm goofing too. I was just goofing by striking your channel. It was a goof. It was a goof that got away from me. Chad's lawyer. I mean, he's such a fucking loser. When I heard he got canceled, Bob, that's why, I'll blame you just like you blame everybody else for everything. You blame the Atlantic City. You're like, where's that link? So I'll do it your way. You brought Chad here. It's all your fault. But
Yeah.
I didn't mind until Saturday when he got canceled from that fucking gig in Chapel Hill Side Splitters, Wesley Chapel. That's when I realized he's a loser. He's a lost cause. You can't help this motherfucker. And we should have never brought him on board. He's a fucking loser. Corey, how long you been doing comedy?
I don't know, 12, 15 years.
Okay, you ever known of a guy getting fired in between gigs for being drunk or high or anything?
No, and I've seen guys get dragged on the stage too drunk to talk, and they were still allowed to finish their second set.
Yeah, Ray DeVito said, well, I remember that time Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, Mitch Hedberg died from it. How about just regular working comics, not legendary fucking drug addicts, just a regular meat and potatoes hack middle from Florida. Have you ever heard a guy be like, you're too drunk, you can't do the show? I've never heard of it.
Never.
I've never heard of it.
I kind of want.
I've never even heard a story about it.
No,
I kinda
I've
wanna
been
see
so
it, though.
drunk that I've been on stage and I don't even remember it. And I've been told the next day.
One time I tripped going on stage and I hit my head on a brick wall and I still finished my set. I don't even remember where I was. And I was trashed. And then the guy afterwards, the manager came up to me. He's like, are you going to be good for the late show? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm trashed because my head hurt. And they don't even care. Like, as long as you can, you have to be physically unable to walk for them to be like, hey, maybe just don't do the late show.
First of all, most of the time they don't even notice that you're drunk because you're keeping to yourself. They're setting up for the late show. They're not even paying attention to the comic. So what the fuck did he do? But that's when I realized this guy's a loser. He can't be helped. So it was a mistake for us to bring him on from the beginning. I'll blame Bob. I mean, I'm doing a tongue.
I'll take the blame for that.
No, I'm doing a tongue in cheek, of course. I'm doing it tongue in cheek, but I'm saying I'm doing it ironically. But I'm just saying
that either of you guys didn't know people will flame out. You don't hire someone.
No, I did.
Okay. Well, then yes, then it's your fault.
But once all the things I'd be like, well, that could have happened. He could have fallen off his bike. But then when I heard he got fired from a fucking gig for being visibly drunk, everyone noticed that he was too drunk to perform. That's when I realized this guy can't be helped. That's just a fact.
As somebody that drinks and has done a lot of drugs, how drunk do you have to be to not go on stage and tell dick jokes, though? We've all been blackout drunk and got my set out. You could slap me awake as I was drinking, and I'd still probably be able to recite my 20 to 40 minute set.
How drunk do you have to be? How drunk do you have to be that people notice? People are noticing this guy's fucking hammered, and we better not let him up on stage. That's when I realized, this. We need a bigger boat, as they said in Jaws. We need a bigger boat because he's like a shit show. And good luck, Jim Florentine, if you're watching. It's money well spent. The $800 you sent to Chad, because that's going to go right to the Tito's Corporation, and and maybe I'll buy a new bike because his other one was all mashed up from his Sunday morning ride after he got fired from Side Splitters. The one club that uses him on a regular basis, they're like, yeah, Chad, you're such a drunk that we can't even. And sue me, please sue me. I'd love to bring in Chad Prather. I'd like to bring Chad Prather to the witness stand. I'll be representing myself. I'd like to will a court please present Chad Prather? And then before he goes, sits on the chair, he does 10 minutes and gets the crowd on his side. Anyway, it's so fucking. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's my bad. He can snipe stream us all he wants. I don't even care anymore. I won't be talking about him after this, and that's the end of that. It's just like I said the other day, to deal with these fucking confederacy of dunces, just these fucking losers. I mean, listen, we all like Ray, but watching him squirm in the chair yesterday when that beautiful girl was basically saying, Ray, just be normal, Ray, and you can have this sweet,
put it in me,
sweet punani. And Ray's like, this is making me uncomfortable. That was classic. He said, this is making me uncomfortable. You mean talking to a lady?
Talking to a lady that likes you.
He's not used to talking to ladies that aren't puppets, so it's a thing,
Yeah, but like the lady says that she would go out with him. I mean, what more do you need? It doesn't make sense. And he's
Yeah, that's
running.
crazy. That's
He's
crazy
scared.
that somebody is like, yeah, no, just seal the deal. And he's like, no, how about I'll make you uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Okay, in the chat, who's worse, Ray for one, or Chad for two? Who's worse? It's better be what I think. Chunk thinks he's going on Red Bar. Ray DeVito rules. Vaping. Yeah, you're right. First of all, Red Bar. I heard Red Bar might be dead because he hasn't done a show in like 2 weeks. I mean, I've done I think 15 shows in the last 2 weeks, so there's proof I'm not dead. But somebody said that Red Bar he don't do any shows anymore. So maybe it's the summer heat. Who the fuck knows? But doing Red Bar show at this point is has no value, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Corey, Bob will invite you to the pool open if you promise to do tricks for sardines.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be really cool. I'll show up on 2030 when that pool's finally done and do some tricks.
Oh,
now you
shit.
can't come.
Come where? To your fictitious pool that doesn't even exist? You can be honest with us. You're not building a pool, are you? Just be honest.
It'll be in a week, so it didn't make the deadline, but I'm fine.
You think it's a week away though?
Yeah, starting next week again. They have.
All right,
to
well,
put
that's
this
no big
event.
deal. You missed it by a week, whatever.
I missed it by a week.
Borgo said something. I think Borgo knew more about the pool than you did, because he said it takes concrete he said the concrete has to cure, or whatever word he used.
Yeah, it's like
cement walls take time to cure, he said.
Yeah, it takes 3 days, and then 3 or 4 days, usually 4 days, the guy said. But then they covered the one thing, and then the concrete goes on top of it, so that has to settle too. So that's why Monday. But
yeah, but it doesn't matter at this point, because it's not going to be that hot. I guess it's going to be hot Friday and Thursday and Friday.
But anyway, I got gigs all weekend.
And then next week the weekend's not going to be hot, so you won't need it for that anyway. Rodney King, Chad would have Welsh on the bed. He stinks. You might as well adopt him because he needs you. He should call you daddy or pa. Bob, you paying Chad was just flat out stupid. But
I don't want to hear anything from anybody. That's
okay, but you should have waited for Florentine to ask you for the money, because there's no way he would. I mean, he won't answer. He won't do the show because he's got allegiance to Chad. But
everything's good.
So the pool guy's going to pay you.
Keep his fucking allegiance to Chad. He can keep it.
That'd be like the Legion of Skanks and the Allegiance to Chad. That'd be a new network. How's your network? Oh, I can't even ask.
It's good.
Anyway,
no, but for someone to believe Chad over me about how this all started, to me, is a big fuck you, and it's a fuck you to you. So
it's not your fault that he's more trustworthy than you, Bob. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, who you talking to? Who you talking
about,
to?
Jim? For him to say, "Oh, we didn't start anything with the fucking guy. Nobody did."
Jim Florentine said that.
Oh yeah,
where?
There we go. In a text a while ago. I said, "Oh, you just fucking, reward him with a gig after he fucking does what he does. It's okay. It's okay. I'll deal with everybody."
But Chad fucked up that gig too. Remember, he couldn't finish that show too. He supposedly he wasn't even at the club on Saturday night, but then he didn't do the second show because Mr. Shank, I think his name was Shank. Come on, everybody, let's give KB more super chats. Yeah, Widow Watkins, come on. Let's rally the troops. You got to get the money rolling in. Come on. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Wait, so Florentine really said he's standing with Chad?
We're not innocent. I'm not innocent. And my wife's not innocent. So basically he says it's okay. So good.
Whoa.
We'll talk about it.
Right now or later?
We'll talk about it one day. We'll talk about it one day.
Who, me and you, or you and Florentine?
Not you, me and Florentine, when I see him.
Wow. It's yeah.
On site. God, you got mean. You cut off the sleeves on your shirt and just got mean, Bob.
I didn't get fucking mean.
Yeah, when Bob doesn't get his pool on time, he gets mean. We all know that.
This is a pool thing.
I'm fine, but for reasons for him to send him money when the bet was done, Pat, he told me to pay Pat. Chad said it in a video for me to pay Pat. Okay? That's it. Bottom line, whatever he wants to believe, let him believe is fucking bullshit from him.
All right, well, Chad, whatever. Florentine can side with Chad, but Chad's a loser. Like that, there's no disputing it now. I mean, once if you can't finish any gigs anymore, the last two quote unquote gigs he was on, he couldn't finish. He couldn't finish the Saturday. He couldn't do either second show with and then Florentine covers for him, says, he got a gig around. I got a gig around the corner. It's like that's never happened. That's never happened ever. The only time that almost happened to me was when Greg Giraldo died. That's the only time I ever got a call on a Saturday, and they were like, "Are you available?" Greg Giraldo was missing. He was on. I don't know if they went to the hotel yet, the Hyatt in New Brunswick, but he was MIA. And Vinny Brandt called me. I remember where I was. I was outside Dangerfields. He goes, "Yeah, we can't find Giraldo. He missed the first show. Can you do the second show?" I said, "Nope." That's the only time I've ever been aware of a guy being getting offered a gig in the middle of a Saturday. But somehow magically, Chad was offered a private gig on a Saturday
before the second show. It was
last minute. Sure happens. Yep. Let me see the receipts, Janet Jacob. Let me see the receipts. You fucking slithering allegedly. Will Corey finally address his managerial position over at the Austin Chipotle?
Yeah, I don't work at a Chipotle. Addressed. What up?
Where do you work?
I don't work anywhere.
All right. There's no shame in working.
No, I wish I did. I'd get free Chipotle. That would be sweet.
No, you know where you should work? I've said it many times. So you get a job at the Home Depot. You look like you work there anywhere. You get a job at the Home Depot. You put the apron on.
Oh, that's what we're doing? You look like you work at a cancer ward. Shut the fuck up. I'm not getting
No. I'm saying that's my backup. You go to Home Depot. You put the apron on. Somebody asks you any question, you go, "This is not my department." That's all they ever say to me at Home Depot. This is not my department. I'm like, why are you here then? They're always in the wrong aisle.
Yep.
Kiki's mom. Ooh, hi, big boy. Would love to take a mustache ride. Remember Flapjacks 24/7. I'm Kiki's mom, and I got it going on. Oh, she's got her own rhyme. I'm Kiki's mom, and I got it going on. Nice. I like when people rhyme, especially on a beautiful day like this. I remember that lady said my numbers were going to drop once the weather got nice. The weather couldn't be nicer today. I don't know what it's like in Texas, but the weather couldn't be nicer today, and the numbers seem to be pretty steady. So once again, I like to see some receipts. Let me see some receipts. Who went to the hospital on Sunday to get checked after they got a boo-boo on their bike? Adam, call this boo-boo on your bike. Who got a boo-boo on their bike and they went to the hospital? They went to the hospital. Mommy, should I go to the hospital for my boo-boo? Yes, son, you should go to the hospital for your boo-boo. That family's prone to accidents, aren't they? The guy got a black eye, fell off his bike. His brother got run over by a car. They're just accidentally prone family. Mason and Portland, KB, tell that plumber in the Beavis and Butthead shirt to show us those man milkers.
Cost extra. You're going to have to pay way more than $5 on a super chat for that, buddy.
All right, Jen.
That was handled professionally.
He wants more money.
I like when a guy's like, "Listen, I'll show you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to be like a radio stunt boy, fuck, that's fine. I'll do it, but I'm not doing it for $5.
Yeah, it's actually $3.50 once YouTube takes their cut. And do they ever? They never forget to take their cut. They're like the worst pimp ever, or best, depending on how you look at it. They always get their cut. They make you wait forever, but they always take their cut right out the motherfucking top. Ronnie loves MLC. Cora's girlfriend was afraid of the dark. Then she saw him naked. Now she's afraid of the light.
This Rodney's good.
It's pretty good, and it's Rodney. So what are you gonna do? That's pretty good.
Hey, this guy's all right.
Hey, he's all right.
So Cora, you've been busy. Like you're not going back to Steel Toe at any time at all, right?
No, I mean I might pop in for one episode here or there, but I'm not going to be a regular again. Probably like. Fuck that. I've been doing comedy and doing my own shit.
Dino K, I bought a shirt from MLC merch. Gino don't sell merch. I guess the shirt that Gino don't sell merch. That's on MLCmerch.com. Bob, sorry, but the shirts all have sleeves. Corey, they do have XXX.
This is a XXX.
No, he's saying they do.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm saying I'm wearing
one.
it.
I know. That's why he said you can pick up what you need. MLCmerch.com, even though Melton he's a sworn enemy of our guest today. So I'm always in the middle of something.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of conflict on the show.
Stansel's putting out a cease and desist on you. Did you see that on Twitter?
On me?
Not you. Calm down, you.
All right. Whoa.
No, for the Baker shirt. You didn't see the tweet?
No.
Yeah.
Why? Because I thought it was Ski Mask had that.
Well, yeah, he works with him. They're partners.
No, but I thought Ski Mask ran the merch. So wait, Stansel runs the merch?
Well, I think they both do.
And he wants to take down my I am Eddie Baker?
Well, he has I am Eddie Baker. You have Eddie Baker.
Oh, I want it to be I. They're going to sue me over my Eddie Baker t-shirt.
It's going on. It's going down.
No, it has to say I am Eddie Baker, because otherwise the people will be like, everyone will be like, hey, Eddie. You're basically like some guy who, like when the cops find you and you're too dumb to know who you are. They're like, are you Eddie Baker? You're like, as I am.
I am. It says it right here on my shirt.
When they find you at a state fair or something wandering around. Chad, Ronnie loves MLC. Chad needs to save his breath over there. He'll need to blow up his date tonight. Yeah, no, we're Chad's done with. Chad is done with. People throw him gigs to fucking Chad. Supposedly this Chad Prather didn't even Chad weasel his way on the gig. Apparently, Chad Prather didn't request him. Chad used to open for him during the pandemic a couple of times. I remember Chad saying that, but supposedly Chad just weaseled his way on the show. He probably asked BT at Side Splitters, "Can I open for Chad Prather? We're pals," and he's like, "I don't give a shit." And then so Chad Prather's like, "Yeah." And then the guy can't finish the second show. So, whatever. So the people trying to help him, the Chad Prathers, the Jim Florentines,
Shakles.
No, he blocked Earl on Twitter.
Still?
How many friends does he have left? Yeah, Earl's still blocked. Why? How long does he usually block people?
Usually a few days. And then they come back and then he blocks them again.
Yeah, he blocked Earl. He blocked Earl. So, whatever.
Who the fuck blocks people, man? I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, you got to be 10 years old, like acting like they're gonna be, and they give a shit. It's just a laugh at this point. KB steel-toed deliberately started with Chad. Bob even called Aaron out on the Shuley Network months ago. You guys have been ugly to each other. Chad is being singled out, in my opinion. Thanks for the $7 after they take their 30%. Listen, W man, I know you're Team Chad. That's fine, but Steel Toe, whatever he did. So then Chad brought his family into it. His ex-wife, her kids. He showed a picture of Steel Toe's house. So that's what Chad does. And so when Chad said he was gonna get my wife fired and or talk shit about my family or take down my channel or whatever he said, yeah, I did. I went through the normal. And I did what anybody would do. I'd be like, I'm going to do what I can, and I'm glad that I did it, and I'll keep doing it. I'll try to get his Patreon taken down. Chad's a fucking loser, and again, the last straw for me, listen, I don't even care that he made up the bike story, but when you're getting fired, when you can't finish gigs, when you can't finish the second show on Saturday because you're too much of an alcoholic, I'm done. He will not be on the show anymore. He's a loser. The only thing you have to do as a comic is do the gigs. It's an hour a day. the weekend, even when you're featuring, it couldn't be easier. Alcoholics and drug addicts have basically thrived in this job because you only have to be sober. You don't have to be sober at all, but you only have to work a couple hours.
You don't even have to be sober.
Yeah.
If for a Saturday show, Chad has to be sober for 15 minutes, or he only has to work for half an hour, 45 minutes tops. 20 minutes first show, 20 minutes second show. That's 40 minutes. So maybe 45. That's how much he has to work. He can't do it. He's garbage. He's a loser. He's garbage. People are like, he's had a rough life. He made it all happen for himself. He's a loser. There's no other way to spin it. Like when I was like, he got fired from a gig, then I was like, yeah. Anything else, I was like, yeah. But if you call yourself a comedian and you can't do the second show on Saturday, stop calling yourself a comedian. Chud Smallcocks, no super chat, soon to be no Patreon. Last resort will be Snipe streaming naked from OnlyFans while playing with my micro peenie. Chud Smallcocks. Yeah, I mean,
as an adult, you cannot use your childhood for an excuse your whole life. You can't. Okay,
but Bob, even if you do, you still got to do your job, especially when your job was working 40 minutes a day and only 2 days a week. He basically was working Friday and Saturday that week, so he couldn't do his job. He calls himself a comedian, a stand-up comedian. He can't even finish the fucking gigs. He couldn't finish the gig with Florentine. He couldn't finish the gig with Chad Prather. And he's featuring, so he makes no money, and he can't even finish these fucking gigs. I mean, that's when you just go like, this guy's a loser. It doesn't matter what happened in his fucking childhood. All kinds of people were in the fucking in the Holocaust and Auschwitz, and they became lawyers and doctors and fucking all kinds of professional things. And they had it much worse than old Chudley over here. So this whole thing of like, oh, my childhood, fuck that. You still got to do your gig.
Well, and the childhood is what made you funny. Like every comic had some kind of fucked up thing in their childhood. That's why.
Yeah, but Chad's not funny. So what happened to him?
Ooh, shots fired.
I don't know why I'm taking pictures. Corey, I hope you get type 2 and suffer the rest of your life painfully succumbing to it. By the way, Bob is a pure radio genius. Love the gym, $800 bit. Yeah, is it a bit? Is it a bit, Bob?
No, it's no. There's no bit. There's no bit. There's no bit. This is facts.
Is your Venmo open for public consumption?
No, it's not even mine. I don't have one.
I know, but is your wife's Venmo open? Can people see that she gave money to Florentine? You don't have to say how much.
Know.
Just
I don't know.
She can make it public or private, but
why
if
would
she
she
wants
make
to,
it? It's done. It was done.
All right.
Somebody can call me a fucking liar. I would love it.
I'm not. I'm just saying to Little Mir can see for herself.
It's a fact.
I mean, listen, as Ray says, I wish them well. I wish Florentine, but Chad has basically no allies. Like the people that actually, the Chad Prathers, the side splitters, the fucking Earl Skakels, the Patrick Meltons, the people that are like, Carl from fucking Rochester. All these people are like, wow, Chad's a fucking loser. And then they catch on pretty quick. But I mean, I've been way too patient with him. And the fact that he can't finish gigs and then he says he's a stand-up comic, it's like, Chad's so toxic made me think Florentine is a flake. Heartbreaking. Having a dirtball friend is fine. Defending all the crap they do is lame.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know if that's gonna affect Jim's show. What's it called? For those about to rock, we salute you. What's his rock show called?
Rock show?
I don't even know. Yeah, rock show.
No, his new YouTube show, The Rock Show.
I think it's just called That Rocks.
Yeah, all that rocks or something like that.
Rock. Sad
Zumock, I'm headlining in Wesley Chapel tomorrow. 71 out of 87 seats are still available. No, but you're not. That their website's wrong. Their website's a week off. Listen, that happens when you basically have like idiots running the website and they have two clubs, so maybe they make mistakes. People make mistakes. And I knew Chad was going to be like, I didn't even do the gig, but it's in Chad Prather's Twitter, and it was in Chad Zumock's Twitter that they're both in Wesley Chapel last weekend. I already read that. Yeah, so Corey sucks on his mustache like a binky. Your old third Mike got a boo-boo on his bike. What is his misery loves babies? Miles Magooby wants to know.
That's horrific. Fuck you, buddy. A binky? Like, that's gross. Fucking
Yeah, that's what
binky?
kids have. Kids have a binky, right?
Yeah, but like a hair binky? That's gross. Just a big bulbous piece of hair that you're chirping on.
Corey, let's see a picture of your thumb, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we have to see your thumb. Oof,
wow, you got a big fat cock then. We had
thank God for something. Hey, all my body's fat. Yeah.
We had a guest on yesterday. You said you look at a guy's thumb, that's where you know what his dick looks like.
But it didn't look long, his thumb.
And it's funny too, because my dick has a nail on the top of it too. So women have been complaining for years. Corey looks like E-Rock dressed as Shuli for Halloween.
That's hurtful, but I like that one. It's pretty good. Pretty hurtful. Pretty great.
You are correct, sir.
You are correct, sir. Yes. Age of Quarrel, $5. New name for Red Bar's show, Dead Bar. Get it? Because he's dead. Hashtag Rimshot. I don't think he's dead.
I got it right away. Hey, that would not be a bad name for if he died and just call it Dead Bar and then just
play old clips.
No, just leave it up. It's available like on if you Google Red Bar on Google. You know, I don't know if you get the shows, but it tells you all the shows he's done. So I don't know. He's not very busy, as they say in show business. The
last one he put up was like a season finale or something. They said that
it was
the last one this season. Yeah,
really?
like I'm pretty sure it said like the last one this season on the thing he uploaded.
Oh, so maybe
he missed like a bunch of weeks this year. I think his health is way worse than he's leading on, right?
No, he missed a year. He took a year off.
Right, but this season he did one in like April, and then like the next one was like in May. He missed like a month here and there.
I love the way you're talking about it. Yeah,
no, that's what he said. They were saying seasons on there.
Yeah, it's like Happy Days. Hey, season finale. Remember they jumped the shark? Kevin Brennan is like heaven. When you say it twice, that's nice. Oh my God, even I think that's bad. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Kevin rhymes with heaven, and there's no coincidence there. But thanks, nice, and that is nice.
Nice.
Thank you, nice. Take a picture because it's so nice.
Take a picture twice.
Vaping Dago. I heard Chad fell asleep watching the movie The Machine and missed his set at Slide Splitters. I wonder if Chad went
that
to
movie
the
looks so terrible.
I'm gonna go see it though. I gotta see it.
I mean, the write-ups about it from a lot of it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually some of them are pretty good.
From fans or critics?
From like critics. Like I just search The Machine
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Anything on anything. They'll all
they made a movie, and
I'm sure it's terrible.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it can't.
Not from what people are saying. They're saying it's better than they thought, and it did have something, you know.
It left them feeling better about themselves.
Well, they thought it was better than they thought it would be, and there was some good moments, and it was well written from what I've seen.
Bob, are you trying to tour with Bert?
No,
do you have stock in this movie?
No, I'm just saying I looked it up to see, usually they're pretty brutal with movies,
Could somebody please look it up in Rotten Tomatoes and see what the critics gave it? Because the fans are going to give it good scores. But
no, I'm saying like it's like Rotten Tomatoes, all of them, anyone that wrote up on the thing, and some of them sucked, but it was a lot more. There was a lot of good ones. I thought that were pretty decent.
I don't know if Bob's doing a bit like the pool.
It's got 22% on the tomato meter, which is, I believe that's the critics, right? That's the actual critics, and an 88% for audience.
That's how it always goes, though, right? The audience always loves it, and the critics always hate it.
Well, a movie like that, all the fans are going to say it's great to try to make the Rotten Tomatoes number look, but the critics are just. The critics, it's probably a formulaic movie, and Bert's got his shirt off the whole time, And
you wonder with those 22 critics, how many of those were paid to give good reviews? Because they do that shit all the time, anyways.
Yeah, I didn't know they did that. I thought that was
everybody can be bought.
I thought that was except your pool guy. I thought that was illegal.
I could have bought him if I wanted to. Believe me, there's people offering him money to get shit done right now. That is hard. It's not like I don't know the people involved. So it's like I know, and he tells me the facts. He goes, people are throwing to get it done.
This time of year, everybody wants it done now because it's fucking pool season. Hey, German Condor says it is amazing that Florentine will pick Chad over Rob. I think Florentine mostly does it because he talks to Chad all the time, and he knows Chad's desperate, and he also knows that he doesn't want a Brody Stevens situation on his hands. So he thinks he's got to be he thinks he's got to be an ally for Chad.
Don't they have the same agent too?
What?
Don't they have the same agent? Isn't that a thing?
No.
Oh,
who? Chad and Jim Florentine?
Yeah, like somebody was saying Jim hooked Chad up with like an agent or something on Twitter.
No, no, Jim's not that stupid.
He's talking about Atticus Flynn, I think.
Oh, yes. Then they do. I stand corrected. You mean a fake guy on Twitter?
Yeah, I believe everything I read on Twitter. It's true, right?
Well, that's what it is. That's why you can't read everything.
He runs Florentine's TikTok or something, and I think he dropped Chad as a client because Chad wasn't doing much, and then also Chad was talking a lot of smack on social media, and Atticus Flynn didn't want Barry Ribs dragged into that because he likes to keep his classy clients above the fray. Okay, Kevin, we get it. You've been literally whining about Chad for 3 hours a day for months. It's exhausting. Stop whining about it for 1 second and say something funny for once. Nobody cares. Then why is everybody watching?
Exactly.
Why is everybody watching every day? Why is Opie and Anthony watching it? Not one, both. Opie watches during the day because he's a day guy, and Anthony watches at night because he's a night guy. We all know that. What else has brought Opie and Anthony together since then? Nothing. In 10 years, nothing has brought them together except my show, Jelly. Or is it Jeffy? I can't even read.
It's Jeffy.
Jelly.
I was thinking Jelly because it's a kid. It looks like a kid. I'm thinking Jelly. I'd like to put jelly on his head and.
No, it's that kid from the Family Circus or whatever.
Yeah, cartoon. I used to be my favorite cartoon when I would take a shit in Ray DeVito's bathroom while he was taking a shower. Okay, Kevin, we get it. Super chat. Can we start a Deadpool like Stan Hope had? Red Bar and Char got to be. I'll do that in 1 fucking second. I think that's a great idea. I'll start my own Deadpool.
What about the football pool?
No, Deadpool's easier, less activity. Football, there's a lot of games. Is that Tampa catalytic converts? Oh, that's his pal Herb. What's his name? What's that guy? Tyler. Oh. That's one of his co-hosts on his sit down Zumock. Tyler. The guy's not in showbiz. Chad isn't either after last weekend. Tampa catalytic converters, 5-something. Is that Melton with green screen effect?
No, it's not, because I'm not lying about people.
Oh. That's fired.
You're talking about my merch guy this week.
You're talking about Mr. Monday here.
You're talking about Mr. Monday. He's like our Howard Cosell. Monday nights with Melton. Melton was streaming this morning at 7. When I woke up, it was 7 o'clock or something, and I saw mornings with Melton. I'm like, it's not even morning where he lives, so I don't know. I guess he's on a crazy sleep.
He streams all over the board. I don't know when that dude sleeps. He's always on.
I think he just naps, but he goes on like 10 to 7. He goes on before 7 actually here.
Yeah, but out there it's 4, so I could see going on at 3. But then he pretends it's morning, but it's not morning where he lives. Addicted. I'm saying Melton versus Corey in a sumo wrestling match.
I'm down. Let's settle it.
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Yeah, let's rent out.
Sumo. Let's get those giant sumo suits and let's have this out.
You don't really need them.
Oh, you know, we don't even need it. We don't even know.
Calm down.
We needed it. Calm down. It's hurtful, Bob. Very hurtful.
No, we could wrestle on the beach.
Oh my God!
All right, look, leave your fantasies out of this. We're trying to solve the conflict.
No. You know, usually they do mud wrestling. We do sand wrestling or water wrestling.
Water on it.
You want sand fleas in your asshole? It's a terrible.
No, I want. You'll get them. I won't. I'll be the referee.
He wants them in your asshole, not his.
Oh, that's even grosser.
Now I'm getting horny.
Hand check.
Thumbs up.
Ugh.
Hey, me and Dan Adam are starting a new podcast called Disco Now. It's a license to print money. I don't even know what this means. German Connor, me and Dan Adam are starting a new podcast called Disco Now. It's a license to print money.
Dan, people podcasts don't. It's not a guarantee you're going to make money, no matter who you are.
Really, Bob?
No, because fucking like you have to be good for people to want to give you money and fucking join and that shit. You have to be.
So there's a billion podcasts. I think German Condor is kidding.
No, I'm just saying that any kind of podcast, you just can't think you're going to make money. You can't. It doesn't work that way. People have.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. You should tell Shuli that.
We're all our hidden YouTube people. We have all these hidden YouTube people that pay a lot of money, and
tell Shuli to send you. Tell Shuli to send you the numbers. Corey, I hope you get intense radiation poisoning. What? Okay. Corey, I hope you get intense radiation poisoning and your fat goo bleeds from the inside out till you collapse. By the way, Bob is a pure. What's with Little Mare today?
I don't know. I just like watching people spend money to insult me. Like, keep insulting me.